Come into my world. Let your mind roam free. Float through your emotions with me. A journey to mental well-being. The Smart Black Girl Podcast. I'm an average smart black girl. It's nice to meet you. Hello and welcome. Today we are going to discuss how I discovered one of my boundaries. I say discovered because you don't always know what your boundaries are. Sometimes you just feel really uncomfortable with the situation. But as you look back, you realize that there was a boundary being crossed. The first example I can remember was when I was 5 years old. I used to hate it when my pop-pop would give me slobbery wet kisses on the cheek. He would always do it to all the kids and everyone would laugh. Now, don't get me wrong, I love my pop-pop. I just wasn't a fan of his kisses. But when he tickled me and called me amplifier, I thought it was fun and hilarious. But back to boundaries. I did not want kisses from adults, let alone a slobbery one. This was a boundary that I found when I was very young. Of course, at the time, I didn't know that it was a boundary per se. I just knew that I was going to be very clear that I did not like this behavior. On to the second example. I learned that I do not like my face touched at all. This time, I rediscovered this boundary in college. I had a friend who was basically like a brother to me, and one day we were playing around and he put both of the palms of his hands on my face. I did not like that at all, and for the first time, I had to explain why. Now, in my mind, I had to process all of those reasons. Some of those reasons included, I don't know where your hands have been. I have acne-prone skin. I just don't like the feeling of my face being squished. And again, hygiene. From that moment on, I understood that I had a touch boundary, especially when it came to my face. At this point in life, I voiced that boundary with confidence and clarity. Ultimately, I discovered that I did not like being touched in any way without permission. Now, I wish I could say that all boundaries are this simple, but they aren't. Sometimes you don't even know until after a boundary is crossed. There are different kinds of boundaries: physical, mental, and emotional. In my example, I used a physical boundary because I found it was easier to explain. But even thinking about that, you don't owe anyone an explanation for your boundaries. What do you think? Comment below and let me know what some of your boundaries are. You can also let me know if you would like me to give examples of emotional or mental boundaries as well. If so, I'll make an episode especially for those too. I can't wait to talk to you soon. I hope you enjoyed your peek into my world. We just shared a drop in the sea of well-being. As we touch back down, let us find solid ground within our journey. If you'd like to share in the waves of discussion, join my Patreon. There you will have direct access to me and can share topic ideas. Thanks so much for listening, my lovely smart particles. Bye.